All right, we got one more game left. One more game left before conference play starts back up. It's funny to say that because we're already 1-1 in the conference. But we got UC Riverside tomorrow, which, going into this, scheduling UC Riverside, we played them last couple of years and beat them at home last year. And it's funny because two of their starters who played last year come off the bench, only play about 8-10 minutes now. They've changed their team over. They just got a kid eligible, I was telling Brent, 6'9". He had Arinze Cheatham. Played at Washington State and just got eligible 3 games ago and had 23 and 10 against Fresno on, what's the day? Monday? Saturday night. So Saturday night I'm watching the game and he plays. He had 23 and 10. They were down 20 points to Fresno with 9:48 left in the game, and they won by 3. Fresno didn't make a field goal the last 9 minutes, 48 seconds. So good team. They beat Nebraska on the road. They beat San Jose. They've beaten Fresno, so they're in first place in the Mountain West. That kid was Mount West Player of the Week last week, even though he's not in the Big West. So it'll be a good game for us. They got a 7-footer, as Drake did, so it'll give us some size to play against. They got some athleticism, and they'll play some different ways. They'll press us. They'll trap us. They'll play a little zone, a little man. So excited about this game moving us forward into playing UNLV.
Coach, in watching your team limited, it seems like there's more of a commitment to defense. Like, it seems like guys are really up on the ball. Is that?
We have been, and it's been good and bad for us. That's a good point. Some of our negative on the defensive end is we've gotten dribbled past being on the ball, and then we're helping too much. And now because we're helping, they're kicking it to the next guy, and teams have shot the 3 well against us. And that's something we're the best 3-point shooting team in the Mountain West percentage-wise. But defensively, we're the last team in the Mountain West defensive field goal percentage because of that. So we've been really working on that. Offensively, we're doing some good things. I mean, numbers are high. We're top 20 in the country in this category and that. We've got to get better of containment, ball containment, and then getting to shooters. And then we struggle a little bit with the big kid against Drake, the 7-footer, because we're not that tall inside. We're not going to get taller. We can't put the guys on top of each other, although we'd like to. And we're not going to sign anybody right here to a 10-day contract. So we've got to figure some things out schematically to be a little better there.
Do you have the depth, do you feel, now going forward?
I think so. Knock on wood, we have everybody healthy and playing. Mika, we got to try to get him more in there. He just came back to us and get him more in the rotation because he can play in a couple different spots. And he's an undersized inside player, but he's strong and he's athletic in there. And last year he gave us some good moments, so hopefully that'll come as we move forward.
The 2 o'clock start tomorrow, was there any rhyme or reason to that?
Yeah, it's a tough day to play. Christmas Eve. It's New Year's Eve. We had Christmas already. New Year's Eve, and people probably start going to whatever they have or dinners and parties at night. So we thought maybe at 2, come to the game, and then you can go celebrate. Yeah.
If you had known this was going to be a Riverside team that is this good, would you have put them right here, right before the start of the league?
That's a good question. It's a great question. I've thought about that many a times. Yes, I would. Because we need to play a Mountain West caliber team right before we get back to Mountain West conference play. Yeah, so that's a good challenge. The Drake and excuse me, Drake 10-3 and them 9-5. Those are 2 games as we build up to now we're going into.
And you haven't beaten
a
strong team this year.
Yeah.
Do you need that now, or is it like Frank was saying, you're gunning for January, February?
We are gunning for January, February, but it would be good to solidify and verify, that's the word, what you're doing and winning that game. Because you score 80 against Drake. Cincinnati didn't score 80. Dayton didn't score 80. We were the highest scoring team against Drake. They were the best defensive teams in the country, and we scored at will, but we gave up 85. Nevada's held teams down. We scored 85 against Nevada, but they score 100. So that's where we're at. So, yes, we're continuing to build and getting ready for play in January and February, so you're strong at the end. But, yeah, it would be good tomorrow would be a good test. If obviously you were fortunate enough to play well enough tomorrow and win, that'd be a good win for us as we move forward.
So what do you think the formula looks like for you guys to win? If you're going to play in the 80s, in the 70s? What do you want to see?
Well, it's probably going to play in the 20s because it's been cold outside. But you mean scoring? I thought you meant temperatures. We're probably – are we going to score at the clip we are now? I mean, it'd be great to say we would because we're scoring points pretty well. And we're one of the best teams in the country at getting to the free throw line and scoring. I think we're in the top 12. And we're leading the conference in free throw shooting. We're second right behind Utah State, and we're tops in threes percentage-wise. So if we continue to do that, get some more transition baskets. And to get transition baskets, you got to turn it over a little bit more, and you've got to get some more stops to get runouts and transition scores. But that probably will come down as you get in conference play because teams scout you and they take away some stuff. So I don't think we'll score at that clip. So on the flip side, we've got to tighten up on the defensive end and hold some people down a little bit more, especially guarding the arc.
Is that what is? I mean, if there's something that's been missing,
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, it would be the 3-point percentages against us. Yes, and we've played some athletic teams who've drove it, and kick. And so either now we've got to give up the 2 because you're getting beat and stay locked down to shooters, or you try to stop the penetration and then get back to the shooters and contest. And that's something, you go game to game on and personnel, who you're playing, and it's a work in progress, and we knew that. And then now with the line being further out, so now your gap to seal to recover is longer, and it's a little bit of an adjustment. So we're that's every day in practice, and we worked on it again today.
And then how much have the guys gained from being fresh? Going home and then
I think
being back
so.
without class.
Yeah, I think so. It's been and the sicknesses, the viruses going by and all those type of things. So they were fresh the last couple of days. I thought we've been energetic in practice, and they're a great group to be around. They're fun. They're working. Some of the younger guys have gotten better, and maybe in spots we throw in another guy that hasn't played as much, that can help us because I thought they've gotten better. They haven't gotten stale. They've gotten better, which is good.
Which younger guys might?
Mason Taylor's still improving, and we didn't play him as much in the second half of the Drake game, and maybe, you look back and watch a film, maybe, could have got him back in there and done some things. The Carter Murphys, who shot the ball well, maybe a team that comes and zones us, and you're looking for some more perimeter shooting. He's done some good things. Nick Jackson's been really good. We just got to put some weight on Nick. We got to get 20 pounds on him because he's just thin right now. And then, like I said, and you brought up a good point about AJ. Sometimes we get caught up as a staff on AJ. He's still a sophomore. He's only played 3 semesters of college basketball. So he's continuing to grow with them. And then we need the seniors to do what they're doing.
And is Mika in the top 8 yet, or is he
He's getting there. He's 8.5. He's 8.5 right now.
Is there going to be a battle between he and Abe to kind of be
Yeah,
that?
Abe just tweaked his shoulder, so he's in practice 2 days. I don't think he'll dress tomorrow unless he feels better, and I don't know if he'll play tomorrow. So we're waiting to see maybe an X-ray or an MRI on him. He doesn't know how he did it. Now, usually if you get hit in the shoulder, you know how you did it, right? He doesn't know how he did it. Woke up one day and he can't lift his arm. I would think I would know, right? But you never know. Maybe he rolled over in bed wrong, something. I don't know. But so Mika slides in there now. Yeah, he'll slide in there. But I love our team where we're at. Do you wish you had a game here or there back? Yeah, you do. I think we're growing in areas. We got to tighten up defensively as we move into Saturday's game after UCR because we're going back into conference play. I think the conference is really good this year. I think San Diego State right now is the number 1 team in the country as far as power rating. And they play Utah State on Saturday. At Utah State, it'll be a big game across the country. Utah State is playing really well. They've beaten Florida without Cada. They've beaten LSU. They're playing really well. New Mexico lost 2 players to whatever reason, just added a 6'10" kid from Utah 2 games ago, and they've won 8 in a row. And they're 13-2, I think, or something like that, or 12-2, something like that. So I think they're playing really well. So it's going to be a fun January and February.